Hello, boys and girls. My name is Koyoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough, or more specifically, just my blind playthrough of Pokémon Legends Z-A for the Nintendo Switch 2, where in the last video we left off, I guess just going into some, big problems and realizing a little bit too late that, we can't, evolve our trade Pokemon without getting certain trade codes, and finding out those trade codes gets a little tricky. I'm probably gonna sound confusing on that, but here we are. Really though, in the last episode, we finally managed to take down Ivor after, like, tons upon tons of waiting. It was honestly unreal how long it took. And yeah, so now we get to finally continue on with the main storyline, but we can also start grinding for our challengers ticket again. I know I sound a little bit confusing when saying that, but, really, it's been kind of annoying dealing with all of this, but it is what it is. But, today I've decided to do something different. I think I mentioned before I wanted to have a Kadabra ready for evolution. I don't want it to be that far back, so just like I did before with my other Pokemon, I'm going to move it to the front. I'm also going to move you to the front too. It just makes it easier to find where the specific Pokemon I want to use are. It's something I should start doing more anyway. I have these two Pokemon set up, and I'm actually just going to set them up right now, because I had some good news and bad news. The bad news is we might still not really get a strong Pokemon in our Psychic type. The good news is, I found out how to actually make the link trade work. However, for the purposes of my own sanity, I am not going to show these codes because it's going to be very weird. Just that I found out this other guide set up, and I'm not going to say anything yet, but I found out how to finally get the trade codes to work, and all we need to do is offer up a specific Pokemon that matches the code we have, and we can get our evolved Pokemon just like that. And I have two set up already, which I'm about to use, but to save my own stress, I'll just tell you to go to Google and search up Pokemon Legends Z-A trade codes if you want more info on this, but I only mention this now because some Pokemon do need trades to evolve, and some of them can't even be found normally in this game, so you do need to use the trade system now, but there have been codes set up automatically that will allow us to do it. However, I don't want to share them with you guys because I don't know if I can trust anyone. So to make it easier, we're just going to pause until we get ready for each trade. Like, wait, when we're about to start the trade, I'm going to unpause, and I'm going to show you what happens after that. Alright, we are unpaused now. So this is the trade setup for the Kadabra. So we're going to offer this up. So according to what we're supposed to do, we need to both trade the same exact Pokemon. Make sure our item is right, and then we can do that. And the reason why this is so important is because when we trade it over, it'll evolve. Now, I'm not sure if we have to do this twice or not, but we'll see. So, now I guess I should probably mention, the credit doesn't go from me. The credit goes to Austin John Plays, who has a big YouTube channel of his own for setting up these codes. But yeah, he set up all these trade codes for us to use. So if we have a trade Pokemon and we offer the exact same Pokemon that we want to trade, both of our Pokemon will evolve, which is nice. So basically, we can evolve each other. And you can choose to, I believe you usually want to do double, right? I expect that you wouldn't want to just keep it. That would seem weird. Like, we really have these just to trade in. So yeah, basically how this works is we trade our Pokemon over to our friend here online so we can evolve Alakazam. Or our Kadabra into Alakazam. And then if we trade it right back, we'll get back the same Pokemon we already have. So it'll still have all the stats that we did from before, which will be very useful. And then once we're done, we can just quit. And then the link trade ends automatically. And I guess I forgot to mention how to do this. For this to work, you need to go to link trade and you must select far away players. Only then do you get the code then. Okay, you didn't see anything there. Alright. I guess you kind of saw it, but oh well. It's not like it's the end of the world. Everybody should know the code anyways. All I need to tell you is Pokémon Legends Z-A has their own trade codes, and shout out to Austin John Plays for setting these up. He was the one who set it up. So if you type in this exact code, you'll be able to trade online. As long as you have a Pokemon with the item that you need. And you need to make sure they're holding the right item or else it doesn't work. So on that note, yes, I wanted to make sure Swirlix is holding the Whipped Dream. That's the only way it could evolve. What's funny is that counts both as a catch and getting Alakazam, which is interesting. But yeah, there you go. We got Alakazam finally. Now we can evolve it, which is cool. So now we have our final Mega Evolved Pokemon that we can use. Alright, we are going to go ahead and use this now. I'll, once again, wait until we actually start the trade to make this happen. Alright. Now we have our, now we can do, alright, we found a new trade setup. Now we're going to do trade with their Pokemon. You can also check to see if they actually have the item or not. Sometimes they might not have the item, which means they may not evolve it. I do have the item, so it'll evolve immediately when it gets to their side, at least. But yeah, if you're wondering how to do trade evolutions, we have the internet. We have a cool online setup. So, of course, this is how we're going to trade. And by the way, it is important to make sure we do double trades, because you want to trade it once to get it to evolve, but then you want your Pokemon right back afterwards, because it would be silly to do all that trading only to take the other person's Pokemon for no reason or another. So we have to trade it once to actually get it to evolve, and then if we trade it again, we'll get our Pokemon right back. So we'll do that. You can check what they're offering up. Okay, or not. I guess sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm surprised they didn't just trade right away. I think they thought I was offering up Spritzes again. But anyway, I guess that works. We got Slurpup at the very least. So, it's not the end of the world. I don't know why you wanted to trade a different Pokemon. But yeah, I think the nice thing here is to obviously trade your Pokemon away and then immediately trade it right back. That's how you get your strong Pokemon. Anyway, we're going to leave Medicham out for now because we just got our Alakazam back, and thankfully we didn't lose it, unlike the last time. So yeah. So now you guys know how to trade in this game, and it's really cool. I like it. I like that they have specific setups just for these trade codes, and there are options to trade with other people too, but if you just go around mashing codes, chances are you won't find anyone. So setting up those trade codes, yeah, thank you for Austin John Plays for setting it up. So just using that, we were able to get a couple of evolutions. There may be more to come because we'll probably want to find all the Pokemon at some point. It's probably easiest to get all those evolutions done right away. And by the way, just so you know, the only way we can make that work is we need to make sure that we have the Pokemon that needs to evolve via trade. And if it requires an item, it needs to have that item. Only then will it actually evolve. Otherwise, it will not work. But yeah, we got that done, and now we have an Alakazam. Alakazam is really strong in terms of raw attack power or special attack power, so he's gonna be our final main, I guess, for the rest of the playthrough. Still don't have his special attack up fully either, so we can boost his special attack stat. I think I'm just gonna focus mostly on his special attack. Really need anything else because Alakazam dies really easily anyway, so I don't see any point in equipping him with anything else. He's pretty far behind too in experience, so we'll level him up a bit. At least he's usable now. Okay, what did he get learn? Haven't looked at stuff in a while. Future Sight. That could be interesting in this game. Oh, so it just like predicts a move and then eventually it'll attack where target was at the time. So if you move out, you could easily avoid it though. Anyways, looks like we did get a couple achievements by doing trades and also involving through a link trade, so that wasn't the end of the world, and now we have the ability to put an Alakazam on, which we got from earlier. So now we can get Alakazam to Mega Evolve. Now, if only we'd done that earlier, Ivor would have been so much easier. Oh well, at least we have him now when we face Ivor again, but I guess the next thing we're gonna do is more story, because apparently this game doesn't have enough of it. We just done with that a bit, and now we're immediately going into more story. That move is really good for clearing out lots of Mega Shards, too. Alright, already got Mega Evolution happening again. But yeah, we're trying to get more Mega Stunts to get a Medicham, or whatever it's called. We need to get a Mega Stone for Medicham to evolve at some point. Alright. I want to at least try Alakazam a bit. If he is anyway, that's fine. I just want to use... Sheesh, everything about the Rust Syndicate has a threatening aura, right down to their building. Alright, well, let's go in here. We clean the city of dirt and dust. Watch us grunch, watch away the rust. Looks like we got visitors. Hey, what are your business? Got business with the Rust Syndicate? Yes, we're here to talk. Yo, here to talk, huh? Well, I'm on guard to you here. I'm too busy to keep an eye on things to listen to your problems. Maybe I crush you in a Pokemon battle, you'll run off and stop borrowing us? That means you and I are gonna have a one-on match too, little girl. Alright. Okay. I figured they would have a poison type. Good time to have gotten Alakazam up. Whoa. You already are trying to self-destruct, mate? Too bad for you, that had a long animation, so there was no way that would have worked. Alright. We do have Recover, so it's not the end of the world. So as long as we can actually heal in time, we could probably win. Yeah, just like that, we won. And because they have Recover, we can actually heal after the battle. So that gives Alakazam a nice advantage. And also, now that it's traded, I believe it levels up faster. Hence why we got more experience. Talk about losing face. Right. Oh, say you to you, didn't you? That's why you're never gonna make it past being a guard, you see. Hey, shut up. I didn't see you pulling a win on your end either. Battle was much closer. I lost by a hair. It was practically a win. You're standing out in front of our organization, a place where we need to maintain appearances. Fail to see how you two causing a scene is aiding us in this effort. Alright. Now, who are our guests? Well, us. Mr. Felipe. Studying guard isn't just busy work, it's a vital role in our organization. Please do it properly. Now then, my name is Felipe. What brings you to our humble office today? Well, we're here to discuss a loan. Oh, yeah, then you must be Kuliyoshi. Thank you for coming by so soon after my call. I can see you're taking matters very seriously. But what a shame to find out that this is the kind of people you are. Was there truly a need to humiliate our gods so frivolously and heartlessly? What? I know if we could discuss business with people as rude as yourselves, but it'd also be rude of me to send you away when you came all the way here. This, I give you a thrashing in battle, we call it eating. If you don't mind embarrassing defeat, speak to me when you're ready. Oh my goodness. Battle after battle. We just immediately got into another battle before, and now we have to go into another one. We need to find something to attack so we can heal our Alakazam. And, you know what? There's nothing, so we're just gonna heal him normally. If anything, this gives us a reason to maybe try out Mega Alakazam. I don't know why, but I just want to go balls to the wall and just use Mega Evolution to see if it works. If it fails, we could always just try again with a different Mega Evolved Pokemon. They'll show me how you do Pokemon battle, huh? You're on. Do like that enthusiasm, but I'm part of the rest of Syndicate's top brass. My approval is hard to win. I wouldn't want to leave you with false optimism about how business with us goes. Alright. Okay. We have a trainer on our hands, I see. Okay. Hang on, I don't want to face you. We can just run here. The fact that you can run around this map really changes how you play the game, I will say. Okay, he's really inviting me to use fire types, I see. All of these Pokemon are weak to fire type moves so far. Alright, well, this is our only other chance to use Alakazam. And it's all steel types. He's a steel type trainer, I see. Okay, we get double Mega Evolution. Our two stones connect us. Our bond manifests in Mega Evolution. Oh, really? I like how they put the Mega Stone on different parts of their body sometimes. It's cool. Alright. Whoa, you look different. Well, that didn't last long. Okay, well, he crushed Steelix. As you might have guessed, our foes are getting a lot stronger, mainly because they keep using moves that super affect us. That's what makes us ape to. I see, your Pokemon are a little bit stronger than I expected. Well, that's because we trained them a lot. Okay, good. At least he healed us for the effort. Very impressive indeed for someone so young. I've taken the liberty of healing your Pokemon as a sign of goodwill. Man of my word, I think it's time to talk business. Please follow me. Okay. Uncool Yoshi, we should head in after him. Alright. So yeah, that was Alakazam's Mega Form. It looked cool, but it didn't last very long because Steel type may resist Psychic type, or whatever other type it had resisted it. One of the two. Still, it was kind of inviting us to use M4. Maybe we should have just used M4 Mega and slaved it. But I wanted to do something different. There, you could win with our Pokemon, potentially. The atmosphere in the office is tense. Oh, here we go. Well, we can't really go for that item if we're going slow. I guess we're gonna walk up to you first. To the elevator, please. Whoa. This looks kind of cool, actually. Wait here, please. These two are here to speak with you, boss. And who exactly am I speaking with? There are kids here to discuss our business involving Hotel Z. So you two came in place of Tawny, eh? She's too good to cover herself? Tell me, Philippi, why don't our guests have a scratch on them? You were supposed to crush their spirits, make them more persuadable. Boss, they're Younger than they look. Don't say. Well, this is interesting. So, you two. I take it you're here to talk some sort of deal. Better make it worth my time. I'm sorry. Can I ask who you are? This is the boss of the rest Syndicate. Mr. Corbo. Never wanted the title of boss, I'll have you know, but Phil there shoved it on me. Talents far exceed my own, sir. It's only natural I would surveil the boss's seat to you. But enough of that. We got guests. This isn't the time to be discussing our infernal affairs. Where are my manners? I kept our guests standing this whole time. Have a seat on the sofas, why don't you? They're real comfy. I guessed all love them. In fact, they never seem to want to leave them. Stop before agreeing to everything we ask. Now then, let's talk business. Like I said, you better make it worthwhile. Otherwise, wonder what might happen to you. We promise we're taking this super seriously. We come at Tani's place because we couldn't get a hold of her. To be honest, we're not sure why she came to you for a loan in the first place. I guess I'll interpret your Tani's lack of communication as an attempt to save you from worry. She's such a caring girl, after all. Fill him in, Philippe. This whole deal began when I encountered Tani helping out the people in the city. She was lending a hand to a member of our organization, so I asked if there was any way we could help him return his thanks, of course. She mentioned that the hotel was helping out was struggling to get customers. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to offer assistance. One of our services is applying loads to those in need. So rather enthusiastic about the idea. She mentioned needing some funds to create show videos for the hotel. It was my pleasure to loan her $100,000 for this purpose. Friend helped us, so we helped your friend. A little circle, isn't it? Excuse me? Said on the phone the interest is all up to $1 million now. You call that helping? Naturally, I made sure to indicate the terms and conditions when finalizing the loan. Your friend claimed if she made a video and posted it ASAP, guests would flock to your hotels so that she could pay us back in full the very next day. But what? Videos aren't that great anyway. We'd be lucky if one of them broke even 10 views. They're certainly not bringing in a lot of guests. Well, I take financial matters very seriously. I even personally wonder, you know. Sure, Esther, are you sure you're not a pro? Can you really make a video that good? I told her she shouldn't be over-promising. But she did. Now I want to know is, you two gonna do about the situation? That interest rate is crazy. What's this? Trying to go back on our terms? Sorry, kid, but a deal's a deal. Listen, I'll tell you what. You could leave the matter $100,000 at time borrowed between her and us. That way, you two only have to deal with the extra interest she incurred. How do we expect us to deal with it? I'm on my mind, sir. I know having this big old debt from Tani hanging over his head can be fun. I doubt you can't cough up the money anyway, so I have a proposal for you. Too hard. I just want you to take care of some little jobs there and here for us. You do well, and I'll start reducing the interest that is owed to us. What should we believe that you actually follow through on that? Is this kid trying to test my patience? I don't know, I shouldn't be losing my temper at innocent civilians, but I'm kind of deal here, out of goodness of heart on my end. Now, if you choose to reject my kind of effort, then we'll show up at the hotel and have a big old Pokemon showdown, every single one of us. What do you say? I'll assume you're set? Then that's what I like to hear. Pleasure doing business with you. How much will you have to do before the interest is taken care of, and we're done working for you? Well, if you work really, really hard, maybe just one job, or I could keep giving you more work. It's up to me, really. So what you're saying is you might just keep us working for you forever? Oh, don't worry about it. It probably won't come to that. Look on the bright side. These jobs be for the benefit of the city. Just do your best. I'm sure everything will go just fine. To be clear, this deal is between you and the Rust Syndicate. Tani has no part. I'll be in touch. So there. Kindly see yourselves out. Alright. Weird. Phew. I'm so glad we're out there. More than half of me thought they might not let us go. Guess we now know firsthand how they rope people into giving them free labor. Honey is such an idiot, but I guess I can't be that mad when I know she was doing it all to help AZ. Hey, would you clear out already? I got cleaning to do. As if we want to stay here another second. Come on, Koyoshi. Let's head back to Hotel Z. Alright. More Mega Stone stuff could be bought, but we're not going to check it because we don't have a lot of Mega Stones, and also we need to buy a Metachamite for our quest anyway. So I guess we'll focus on that. We're back, Naveen. Oh, you're alive, thank goodness. Thanks, Follett. Sweet of you to worry about us. Hope was on the edge the whole time you two were gone. If it'd been any later, she might have released her right of ruin on the rest Syndicate. You can't let her do that. We really don't want to start a never-ending feud with those guys. Precisely why I did all I could to keep Colette calm. So, how did things go? They're using us as unpaid help, just like the rumor said. So what do we do next? Can't really do much until the rest Syndicate gets in touch with about what they want us to do, and they still haven't managed to get a hold of Tawny either. For the moment, I guess we should start by figuring out our next steps the Team MZ way. That's right, it's strategy time. Okay. What do you say, Koyoshi? Ready to start a strategy meeting? Yeah, sure. Got nothing to lose. Okay, let the strategy meeting begin. Tell you something, how are we gonna handle the Rust Syndicate's orders? Or maybe I should start asking, how do we deal with the Rust Syndicate overall? Should we try and find out about all we can about Tawny's debt for standards? Not if I would, but how are we supposed to do when we don't even know where she is? Surely she'll make her way back to the hotel eventually. Huh, is it strategy meeting time? Did I miss an update for Vinny or something? Tawny. What do you go and take out a sketchy loan for? We're gonna have to bust our butts to pay it back. Found out, yeah, I did borrow some money to make a new Hotel Z promo, but it was just a little, nothing to get worried over. Oh, for sure, just a little $1 million in interest. No worries, right? No way, I could be right. I read all the terms when I borrowed the money. Wait, what? There is something about interest. It was so small I couldn't even see it without zooming in. It's awfully sneaky, but if it's there in print, I'm afraid they got us over a barrel. Holding on, getting a call for Vinny. Hey Vinny, got more Rogue Mega Evolution cases for us? Please go ahead and set us the info like always. This is gonna be a lot of handle on top of the rest Syndicate jobs. What jobs? Syndicate is saying you still have to pay back the original sum you borrowed, of course, but now some of us are also stuck working for them till they say your stupid interest's paid off. Seriously, I don't know how this happened while I was helping folks, but I'm really sorry. Guess I'll just add these rogue Pokemon to the strategy meeting agenda. Alright. According to Vinny's report, we got another 3 locations that Pokemon that probably gonna rogue Mega Evolve. First, there's a Mawile in Sector 6 of the Magenta District. Then we got a Barbaco in Sector 5 of the Blue District. And lastly, an Ampharos in Sector 6 of the Rogue District. Set up and see who goes where again. That way we can figure out the details of our targets later. Hopefully you're still good with going around and helping on all 3, Yoshi. So today's first mission, handling a Mawile. Let's go, Rogue in Magenta Sector 6. Tawny, you can go. Second mission, helping the Barbacle in the There's a Blue Sector 5. I'll be there. And third mission, taking care of Ampharos in Rogue Sector 6. This one will be on the rooftop, apparently. Naveen, go check it out. Do whatever I can to help. Sorry, Yoshi, I know this is a lot of fight. Let's focus on the Rogue Mega Evolving Pokemon for now, okay? Alright. You know, one thing we could do now is we could check what Pokemon we have in the Pokedex, which can help us out with, you know, which Pokemon we still need to evolve and which Pokemon we haven't even discovered yet. There's also the starters we haven't discovered yet either. That's something we need to worry about, but we might end up getting some of them later. Who knows? So yeah, we got a couple of new Pokemon from that. But we do need to get some more. Just looking for wherever Mawile is. Just so we can check what its typing is. That's why it's tricky. It's a Steel and a Fairy type. So that explains why Emboar works great against it. Well, we should just do that first. Emboar works great against that, so I don't see why we can't just charge right into the Mawile first. But, I fooled you guys again. I'm not going to do that because, Yeah, we've gotten back into a specific time of the game aim again, and that is side missions, the video game, as it's apparently called now, because for some reason there's still so many different side missions to do. So we're gonna bring out our Raichu for no apparent reason or another, just hike it, and we're going to go through each of these one at a time and see what happens. You there! Have you ever heard of someone using the move Protect against you in a Pokemon battle? It's so neat how when a Pokemon uses Protect, it negates all incoming damage, but I actually prefer the move Detect. Sure, Protect safe for longer, but you could use Detect more frequently. Let's have a battle trainer. Let me show you how strong Detect is. Okay. Just give me a shout when you're ready to have a battle with me. Alright, battle with me. That way you'll see how wonderful Detect is. I'll show you that my Pokemon to detect any move your Pokemon may throw at us. So that means the battle's gonna take longer because we're gonna have to use something else first to get Detect off, and then we can actually attack him. Right. We're trying to use our different Pokemon after all. Wow, that did not work apparently. So we're fast, we can definitely defeat these other Pokemon fast. Of course, because of the animation stuff, we have to wait, because they'll always use Detect first. I do like the way this game works. Like, if you are worried about a move, you could just run off and not use anything. Your Pokemon will follow you, and then it'll dodge the move by doing that. Okay, that time the move didn't work. So it only sometimes works if it gets used right as you're about to attack. And of course there's the off chance it probably fails. How did we not detect this outcome? Because, well, you didn't detect what strategy I was about to do, probably. That's what it is. Ha, how about that? Huh, woo. So, what do you think of how my Pokemon use Detect? Way different than Protect, right? Yeah, totally different, right? Sure, they both prevent your Pokemon from taking damage. Detect is just so much cooler. Oh, no. Call it personal preference if you must. At the end, finding your personal battle style is all that matters. Well, maybe not all that matters. Alright. More side mission stuff. There are so many side missions to do, honestly. It's crazy. We do not have a grass-type Pokemon to deal with that other Pokemon up there that just appeared. A Rogue Mega Evolved Barnacle. That's great against grass types. We have a better advantage against it using a grass type, but our only grass type cannot Mega Evolve. Which kind of leaves us in a weird spot. I guess we could try Electric. We could try Mewtwo, but that also doesn't have a Mega Evolution. For now, let's just keep going then. Oh, you won the Canary Quiz Whiz contest, right? What a surprise running into you. As the Quiz Whiz, I'm sure you already know Canari's partner Electros. The same partner as her, so I've been training up some Electric. All that's left is to pick the strongest Electric and evolve it into Electros with a Thunderstone. Gotta run you in this crucial moment of miraculous bolt from the Boo. A Quiz Whiz, please honor me with a battle. Help me choose the strongest, most electrifying Electric. Alright. So I assume we're just facing Electric. Alright, well, seems simple enough. We have Mega too, so I guess we'll Mega Evolve to get this over with. Quiz Whiz, please honor me with a battle. Thank you. Only a Quiz Whiz of your power can help me choose the strongest Electric. Alright. It's like, we always find a way to get into these side missions sometimes, man. Some of them are really complicated, but others are just these battles, like now. Alright, time to start you with Mega Evolution, I guess. This Alakazam version looks really cool, by the way. Alright, we have Psychic, so we probably should just spam that to take him out. You might have noticed the tricky part about Alakazam is it doesn't have a lot of resistance to attacks. But you might have noticed it has like no defenses whatsoever, but it has a lot of attack. So if it hits you, it does a lot of damage. So, the big thing is its prelude is really quick, but it also has a lot of attack to make up for that. Your strength as the Canary Quiz Whiz is the most electrifying of all. Not only are you the Canary Quiz Whiz, but you also have an exceptional skill in battle. Lost, but I've seen enough to decide which of my electric I'll use a Thunderstone on. Full angry. Annie, sir, have I done something wrong? Canary's cherished Electros wasn't chosen based on how strong it was as electric. On the contrary, it was a weak that she trained up into the strongest Electros. What? A shocking revelation. True Kinetic adores and appreciates and accepts all strength of their electric, regardless of strength. Now, my dear Quizwiz comrade, you have my thanks for sparring with this young Kinetic. Come on, girl, let's train with other Kinetics to further solidify our dynamo bonds. Alright. Okay. We didn't see who he was gonna evolve, though. We do get a Thunderstone for that, which is cool. Hey, we can actually heal now. So this is what I was trying to do earlier. Okay, it'd be easier to just heal it normally anyway, though. Alright. Okay, there's another mission over here that we need to do. What are you looking at? Let me guess, you want to use this Hallveil? Well, too bad, this is my favorite Hallveil. You're gonna insist on using it. No choice but to battle you. Alright. Talk to me when you're ready, if you got the nerve to face me in battle, that is. Head set on using my Hallveil, then we gotta have a Pokeball. I'll battle you. Better be ready to lose. You should be ready to lose, mister. Okay. Just as I expected, they're all mostly using poison types. Which is why we have our Alakazam out for that. Alright. Let's try using Calm Mind a bit first. Okay. Poison Jab was really quick there. Oh, worried. Let's Mega Evolve, and we should actually start by maybe recovering this time. Oh, that was a change. Isn't it dark? Oh, wait, no. It's Steel Fairy. I keep thinking because Marvel looks darkish that it's dark. That it should be dark type. That's what it usually is in other game modes, or whatever, before Fairy type was introduced. I think it was Dark Steel. Just Dark type. But now it's Ale and Fairy type, which is interesting. That battle, now that was uplifting. Alright. I am so sorry for my behavior. I had no idea you were so strong. I sincerely apologize for my rudeness. As I mentioned, I'm rather fond of this particular Hallveil, but I insist you use it 1,000,000 times if you need be. Alright. Our area we get to explore. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things so you can go up and down as you please. Oh, I didn't want to necessarily save right now. Okay. Fast healing. It's not what I wanted to do necessarily. Alright. What is people doing here, huh? They're just all gathered there. Interesting. I wonder what they plan on doing. Battles, maybe? How did I not climb up fully? I thought I was strong enough to climb up there. Okay. No, we have the rotoglide. It can still be a bit tricky to climb up. Spot. We'll just go ahead and pick that up normally. I like the fact that you could just traverse rooftops like that in really cool ways. It helps out a lot. Alright. Not much experience there. It is what it is. Looks like we already explored that rooftop pretty quickly, huh? So yeah, Calm Mind is important for Alakazam because it lets us raise our special attack and special defense at once. So it's really great for him, specifically. Alright. I want to do a bit more side mission stuff, so... One more side mission here. Hello there. Have you ever wanted your Pokemon to heal themselves while they attack opponents in a Pokemon battle? Well, I got good news. There are foods that actually let you do that. Some foods that actually absorb HP before care to affects yourselves. Your Pokemon will have their HP drained while my Pokemon are healed. Imagine the horror. Alright. Now when you're ready to face your terror of having your HP drained in battle. Alright. I'm gonna try to surprise you. How about that? Pokemon will have their HP drained while Pokemon are here. Care to experience the home firsthand? Trying to drain some HP. Alright. Let's see how you can do this. Alright. Okay, let's do it. And that Thunder Punch is much faster than Sir. I'll say that much. Okay. Okay, we're gonna switch now. It was fun while it lasted. Now we're gonna just stay about with Embar. Okay. Will Rin not be able to exert HP quickly enough to hold out? I don't know. It's not quite easy to win if your opponents are healing as attack you, is it? Then again, that didn't stop you from winning, clearly. And to think I even had all my Pokemon equipped with big roots. These are items that allow Pokemon to absorb more HP. Here, let me get you on, too. Alright. Cool. And we got citrus berries as well. The fun of healing while attacking, it really sucks you in. I'm gonna give you an item that's different. We have a citrus berry. That berry hasn't really been doing much, to be fair. Citrus berry is a lot more consistent. Still, falling asleep would be very trolly, so it's nice to be able to get rid of that. Okay, we're gonna grab these Mega Stones while we can see them. Having Recover as an option is important, but for a Pokemon as frail as Alakazam, it's gonna work really well. But you'd be surprised, so. Get rid of all those. So yeah, now you guys know how fun trading could be in this video. I hope you've... So that trading could be quite fun. No, it feels like we only trained Cadaver a bit. We've already got into an Alakazam now. Could definitely still use another Ekans, considering we had to remove one before. Alright. We have several different Mega Pokemon. And also, by the way, my original plan was to actually, in one of the other games I played, I actually leveled up Mareep all the way to Ampharos, and that's what I originally used as a main electric Pokemon. And I guess I'll just tell you right now, I did that for Heart Gold Soul Silver, which is another one of my many favorite Pokemon games to play, though I only more recently beat it about a couple of years ago. That game is pretty long, to be fair, but yeah, I do remember genuinely using Ampharos a lot in that game and really liking her a lot. Definitely one of my favorite Pokemon from that generation, that's for sure. Alright, well, for now, I guess we're gonna save our progress and call it quits. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And who knows, we might get the DLC at some point towards, after we've beaten the game. And maybe see what Mega Raichu can do. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I think Raichu actually does have a Mega Evolution, but it only came out as DLC, so it's gonna be interesting. We already have our Raichu prepared to add, so we're kind of prepping for the end game almost, just doing that, which is cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, comment, rate, and subscribe, and some more content, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!